Hey everyone, today we're going to be playing Legion Breaker. Let's get into it. Alright, we have upgrades, but it seems like we don't have any money to spend, so let's enter battle. Okay, we have this little cursor. Seem to be shooting spells. Okay. Seems like targeting is a little challenging here. Maybe it's intentionally off. Like some games, they have like an accuracy option where... I don't think we can buy anything else. Where it sort of deviates from where you're shooting just enough to make it useful, but not useful enough that you need to like upgrade it later. This one seems like it might be more to do with maybe bullet speed, where it is targeting where you click, but because they're moving, that's how you end up kind of missing. I see, so I'm losing health here. Am I losing 0.1 blade damage per second? Okay, so it seems like I'm continuously taking damage. I think I'm going to go with the hit radius right now, just because it seems kind of hard to hit at the moment. Okay, that seems... well, still off by a bit, but at least I'm hitting a little bit more often. Yeah, it's kind of annoying that I lose health continuously. That is mildly annoying. It seems like they could have used a different mechanic, like we already have this timer, but I don't know what this timer is for if it's not related to my health bar. Like, it seems unnecessary to... it almost seems like a punishment, so to speak, which is weird. I'm really bad at aiming this so far. I think I would prefer either a timer or something like... need 8 gold for that. Maybe I should be saving up, but let's get some of the cheaper upgrades. It might have been nicer if they did something like when you kill a skeleton, it kind of causes damage to you. So that way you could use your health bar that way. Or just a timer. And I still don't know what this timer is for in the corner. But supposedly one of the most popular games right now on itch.io. So I'm guessing something cool happens later. Alright, I didn't realize I could hit multiple at a time. It is handy. Pretty unlikely at my firing speed. Okay, more damage. Chance. I don't know what that means. Casting time? Okay, that'd be a pretty good one. It feels better to hit now, but I think that's just because I'm getting used to kind of like targeting ahead of them. That seems to be doing a pretty good job right now. Yeah, let's definitely do casting time. I don't know what a shard does, so I don't know if that's going to be worth it. The slow cooldown is also kind of quick. Let me see. Okay. Now it feels like we're making some progress. But I almost wish I had like an auto fire or something like that. Because now I feel like I'm just constantly clicking because I can't tell when the spell is actually up and ready. It's just way easier to kind of spam click and then hope you're aiming at the right place. Feels like I'm not getting too far actually, but maybe I am. 50 gold, okay, that's a lot. I want some more spell radius. I'm towards the ends here. Let's do hit points, let's see where... Okay, that's actually kind of disappointing. That it just went sideways with more health. I was kind of expecting, since it changed directions, it was going to be, you know, maybe like a health regen or like a shield or some type of new unlock mechanic. But that didn't happen. I'm relatively liking the art style. I think it's engaging enough right now. Almost at the end of the timer, so we're getting very, very close, but still not doing enough damage to get through. Let's do spell radius again. Yeah, see, there's also like a break here, which seems completely unnecessary. Maybe it's to show that there's like a difference in cost. Is this one way more expensive? No, it isn't. Okay, all right. Let's get after it. Fan of the idea. I do really wish that there was either like an auto fire, an indicator for when the spell's ready. I don't know if he is showing some indication because I'm so focused on like targeting because how hard it is that I'm not paying attention to the character at all. Now that I'm closer, I'm still not seeing an indicator that he's ready to cast. So like there's no real way of knowing. And I feel like it would just be easier to either continuously fire where the mouse is, or maybe even like a auto fire feature would be pretty sweet. I feel like this is getting a little old already. I'm gonna go for the shard. I don't know what the shard does, but I feel like I'm very ready for a new mechanic. I'm not sure where it's gonna come from. Oh, I see. Did that just like ricochet another bullet at the nearby skeleton? That should be nice of them to kind of stack up a little bit. So the extra shard actually hits other things. So that might actually be the new mechanic. Oh, and actually seemed to have hit from pretty far away. Okay. So that might be actually my new main upgrade now, because it feels like I'm making a lot more progress. Okay, so there's... I think we hit the end of the timer, and we're seeing this new guy over here. Though I'm definitely going to die like any second now. I just can't keep up with these skeletons. But we have this new, like, Grim Reaper type character. And I'm 100% going for these shards now, because that seemed so much better than pretty much any other upgrade I got. I'll get some more health too, so I have a chance of making it through that fight. Though I doubt I'll have enough hit points to make it all the way. Oh, that was actually kind of cool. Can I... Oh, that's actually interesting. I almost don't even want to target anymore because I can just like keep spamming. Nah, it's kind of a waste. They're coming for me. But it's nice that also if you miss, the shard has a chance to trigger and then still kind of auto-aim at another skeleton. So it feels less bad to miss. I feel like they should have put that upgrade way sooner. I felt like I spent a lot of time not feeling much better in the game. But usually if a game's popular, usually there's something interesting about it. So I like to try to even commit, even if it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes, just to like kind of unravel what is making people so interested in the game. Yeah, some of these are expensive. I'll probably have to go for damage next. Yeah, these shards are really putting in work right now. Because they should be close. And it can shoot backwards. That might be worthwhile to kind of constantly target where you can hit multiple. To get like maximum damage output. I might just be wasting some of my time. Yeah, I'm not even close to hitting that other guy yet. Definitely let's do some spell damage. You think the shards do the same damage as my main spell? Maybe. Oh, okay, so freezing chance, that's kind of cool. Number of spearmen, okay, that looks like an interesting one. Projectile speed, 50 gold, 250, that's a lot. Okay, so it looks like, other than how maybe like 50 gold is going to be necessary to progress, so I might even just do like 2 of these in a row. Just to hit like that 50 gold threshold, and then I'm really interested in spearmen. I'm guessing they're going to kind of like defend and maybe auto attack for me, which is going to be really handy because even with the shards, after having to do this, I don't know how long it's been, maybe like 15 minutes, maybe? It's really kind of getting old to constantly have to click spam to make progress, especially when you don't know when it's going to refresh. Oh, I see. It is auto shooting now. Interesting. I don't think it did that when I first started. Do they have to be in the range? No, they're even auto shooting right now. That is weird. I feel like that just unlocked at some point without me noticing, or maybe there's a delay when they first load on the screen or something. Yeah, let me fight again. I'm gonna get the Horde gold. Okay, wow. This is... Maybe I was just being dumb this entire time. But I do not actually have to click. So I was so sure that it was necessary before because I'm pretty sure you could even see that there's like a delay if I wasn't clicking all the time. So. But at least I think we're pretty much guaranteed to hit the 50 golds right now. So I'm ready for some helpers. The auto shooting, very well needed at this point. See, even with the shard, presumably if there's enough upgrades, you could literally just like, just shoot nowhere, and it will just auto trigger the shards. I'm gonna focus this guy. I hope the shards kill. Maybe not, that guy's right in my face. Okay, here we go. We're doing some decent damage to him. We might kill him. What happens when we kill him? We get like a special unlock? Okay, they are dead. Yeah, let's do it. Arcane Surge. Yeah, I'm definitely going for Spearman right now. I still might go for like projectile speed or casting rate or something like that. Some of these seem pretty good, but... Increased number of spearmen. I have so much gold right now after that. Increase the spell radius. And let's go projectile speed. Good health. Okay, so that's the end of the health right there. So I have spearmen. Interesting, now that boss is kind of now just like a normal mob in the waves. Actually spawning pretty quickly. Okay. So spearmen do attack. I'm a little... Actually, that was decent. I'm a little underwhelmed by the fact that it seems like they only really attack once something's so close that they're hitting me. And I think they're doing damage to me, but I could be wrong. Points. Guessing this is Spearman hit points. Go with damage right now. I think I'm really behind on damage. Oh, nice. HP restored on kill, finally. Okay. That'd be a good one. There's so many people coming now. They have an interesting difficulty curve right now. I feel like they're definitely making it challenging, in my opinion. I feel like every time I get an upgrade, it just pushes me far enough that, like, I can get a little bit farther in the timer. And then I just end up dying anyway. Which I guess is pretty classic in, like, roguelites, but... I don't know, something about most other roguelites where, like, Vampire Survivors, for instance, like, you can get those standard upgrades that, like, make you stronger in between fights, so that way, like, when you start a fight, you start at the same point, and you can feel yourself being stronger. I don't feel like I'm really getting that, since they forced me immediately to go to the next kind of difficulty. Max shards, definitely. Seems like an OP upgrade. Spearmen are kind of useless, because they only really attack once you're on, like, I'm being hit. Maybe once I get to the point where I regenerate health on kill, will it be worth it? Because then I can sort of tank. But with the health so limited, and it constantly decreasing over time, and I'm assuming, though I haven't paid too much attention, that every time I get hit by the enemies, my HP bar goes down even faster. That... yeah, so you see, like, if they're kind of close to being killed, they're kind of useful, because then they can just kind of, like, one-shot them. But, like, right now, I'm just getting swarmed right now. Yeah, I do have some HP on kill. Let's go for casting time. Let's do radius since I have it. Okay, that's a huge jump up in cost. So do I sometimes only get one shard? Is this like a independently roll type of situation where like I have RNG on up to 2 shards spawning? So sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 0, sometimes it's 1. Yeah, because that one didn't spawn 2 for sure. It's still not bad. I think I had something like 35% chance, so still a good amount of the time now that I have up to 2 shards is spawning. I just noticed that I hit the timer on that one as well. Just damage to unharmed. So I guess this is kind of like a one-shot kill situation. I think I can do that. That seems pretty OP. Is this only increases by 2 damage, or is this one is 50%? So that should be like 5. Alright. Let's do that. I think I just saw the boss. Probably should have paused at that one. I'll try to remember this time. I was just kind of in the zone of just waiting to get killed and then doing the upgrades and then repeating. Just got in the zone there for a second, but let's see if there's any other interesting mechanics with the bosses, or if they're just similar but having more HP. Because these like sword arm ghosts have, I think they're pretty quick, so maybe that's kind of the idea, is that they're quick but have a decent amount of HP as opposed to like these swords skeletons. So he has this axe guy. I'm just gonna focus him because I think last time when I killed the boss it wiped everyone out, and I have shards, so yeah. Got that next time. Skeletons. Spearman might be useful. I think I'm going to go for 2 damage. Just needs to do more DPS. That'll get me through. Maybe having like a level selector would have made this a little nicer. Going back to that like roguelike feeling the improvements portion. If I was able to go back to like the first level, I'd probably be so OP right now. And just having like a, you know, like a cash bonus for picking the harder level would obviously incentivize me to eventually go, but it wouldn't like force me to kind of just keep getting wrecked every time. I think when they group next to me, I'll still attack them, but otherwise I'm going to try to... Nope, didn't make it. I think let's go with 8% increase. That's such a good amount. I feel like I'm going to have to go for it. What is this one again? Chance to freeze. I don't think that's useful right now, other than maybe against the bosses. But most things are pretty low health. How am I missing this guy every time? Again, it still seems like I have to kind of shoot ahead. So like this one, I'm not even going to move the mouse. Okay, it happened. It is. Okay. 10 seconds away. On this boss. Progress here. I think I might be able to do it. He's pretty slow right now. Yeah, I definitely can do it. My enemy is defeated, thank you. Got a good amount of gold that time. Oh yeah, up to 3 shards for sure. Shard bounce chance, does that mean like they can do like a second bounce for sure? Shards are so OP right now in this game. Let's do that. Also noticing it seems like they keep zooming out every time you kind of go to a new wave, a new level. Yeah, and you get the previous boss as like a normal mob. Yeah, like how am I even close to beating this level? It's not happening. Oh, let's go HP. So once I can do enough damage, then presumably I'll just kind of regenerate. So I'm trying to pay attention to the bounces, because I think I'm supposed to have a chance to bounce again. I'm not seeing any of them bounce again. And I have a 10% chance, and there's... Oh, that one did it. That feels worse than 10%, but... Sure, that's just because I'm trying to pay attention to it right now. Perchance, these are pretty good. 500. I'm gonna go with more guards right now. Spearman damage, okay. Okay, yes, definitely archers. I feel like I definitely need archers. That's gonna be way more helpful. Everything in this game is so bad. Feels almost needlessly frustrating, but maybe that's the sentiment the developers aiming for, is like kind of have this almost like hopeless feeling while fighting these waves. Maybe add some like additional pressure and like anxiety, I guess. Did I hit the... I might have hit the timing that time. Like it, I just went on all in on archers. Could have checked other things, but I feel like archers have to be useful. Well, they bounce all the way to the end. Okay, there's no way this is like a 1 in 3 chance right now to spawn a shard. I feel like there's some shenanigans going on right now. But they're RNG. Let's do it again. That's just kind of a waste of a round. It's not bad. I feel like it's a very interesting start of a game, in my opinion, but I feel like it needs way more balancing and polish for like the mechanics and what you're trying to do. I really like how they have this like sort of fog over the field, and zooming out actually makes the pixel art seem better, in my opinion, because like you're not focusing as much on a single skeleton. So like the actual art style I think is pretty good for what it's doing. Yeah, I'm seeing something like red just starting to kind of come over the edge. I don't know if archers are as useful as I was hoping they were going to be. Because how far do they have to be into the fields for the archers to actually shoot anything? Yeah, like they still haven't... Okay, so around midway is when they start to shoot. They are way more useful than the spearmen, though, because at least I don't have to, like, take damage if I want to do something. Yeah, I'm probably going to get to the point where we see it spawn. I probably need maybe even more HP regen. Yeah, let's do the HP regen stuff. Because I'm just barely seeing the new boss come in. Like targeting system they have just feels bad. It just seems unnecessary for like how much you have to like compensate for it, and then you have to like losing so much of your DPS. Okay, so it's like a shaman. I saw this like shadow piece. I don't know if there's gonna be like a demon or something, but some type of like warlock, shaman, individual. Well, now that we have HP... Oh, my shard chance is supposed to be 50% now. There's no chance it's 50% at the moment. That's like impossible. Huh. Let's go with shards, because the shards are just so OP when you get them. So right now it's supposed to be 65%, so it's supposed to be like basically 2/3 of the time. Okay, now it's happening. I would have guessed it was maybe a third or less in the previous level, but it was supposed to be 50%. Given the amount of upgrades and damage that's currently happening, my guess is maybe this is the last level of the demo, or maybe the second to last level. Because usually once you start seeing the boss, you still need like a few more upgrades. So you need to be able to like clear the field a bit. Because I'm still getting swarmed, so I need to be able to like clear out most of this area before I can target the boss. So from what we've seen, that's still like 2, 3, maybe 4 upgrades before that happens. Projectile speed will make it a little bit better. I'm definitely gonna go for the shard chances. Those are just too good. So this will likely be a pretty close attempt. Maybe even like if I get lucky, I might be able to beat the boss right now. Try focusing in on the clusters, especially now that I have the archers, and bouncing is so frequent that it's like probably the most useful thing I can do is maybe hit 2 or 3 people every time I shoot would be kind of the ideal. I don't think it's going to be enough, but because there's enough shards bouncing, and I have archers and spearmen, there's like a non-zero chance that I just barely get by and take it. Nah, I don't think so. Not nearly enough. But it was actually closer than I thought, so... I don't know if I care about projectile speed right now. I think what I'm going to do is... Oh yeah, definitely archers and archer range, for sure. This might do it. I don't know how that range reflects to the field right now, but that should allow me to that doesn't seem like that much farther. I always thought it was around here anyway, so it seems like maybe from being here, it's kind of maybe here now. Do the strategy that I had last time, which is like just focus on the clusters, because I think that gets the most bang from the buck, and then allow the shards and the archers to go and handle those other things. I'm gonna try clearing out the easy clusters first. Get myself some green here, and maybe see if I can go for it this time. Maybe if I had focused them sooner, like I did in the previous round, I might have been able to. Is there another damage by any chance? There is not. Nothing there. Radius, okay, that's it for radius. Yeah, I seem to be kind of running out of upgrades. Yeah, let's do freeze trance, why not? Maybe I can... Yeah, that also does damage. So at least this will allow me to like focus in on some of the sturdier monsters and have them slow down a bit. Shards don't seem to slow or freeze, just the initial hit. It's actually a little bit better than I thought, because it's at least slowing, especially the bulkier targets, down, such that it's easier to get like a cluster of hits. Okay, I'm gonna try focusing on Warlock again this time, and things nearby. Like made it right up front yet. I might be able to definitely gonna be close. But I'm right there. I'm definitely seeing kind of a drop in. Let's definitely do damage. Sure, why not? Some duration. I guess health. Oh, I forgot about this one. I thought I had that. So, I'll definitely do casting next, but I'm pretty sure this will get me through this wave, and there's a chance that this is the last level. Maybe one more, because I do still see a few more upgrades, so it's possible that's like just enough with everything together to like be a challenging final level. But they might just end it here. stunlock type situation where like maybe he's getting hit so much that it's like stopping him from moving forward. That might allow me to do a harder version. Okay, victory is mine. Defeated all the legions. Okay, they have a feedback form. Oh, awesome. So that does seem to be kind of the full demo that exists. It was interesting. I thought it was decent. I really personally am not a fan of this like targeting system and the fact that every time kind of it zooms out, you sort of restart on the fact that you need to kind of readjust the targeting. I personally would probably have preferred it just like auto shooting, especially since archers don't really come into play till much later, and you still can't hit them until they're sort of halfway through the field. So even if you auto shot at the enemies, there would still be a very specific use case for kind of the main caster, who still seems to do the vast majority of the damage as opposed to these supporting characters. But overall, it was interesting. I don't think I would be playing it again myself without those changes in place. But if you've stuck around this long, please hit like or subscribe.